Hey, welcome back, Woodhounds, to the Back 40 Firewood channel. So a wise man once told me, and that wise man being Mr. Nick Pixel, he once told me when we were talking about just YouTube in general and making videos and stuff like that, he told me, you never know who's watching. And so, because of a comment I had actually left, I'd made a few comments in some of my videos about these brush piles, and then I had left a comment on another YouTube channel, GP Outdoors. I left a comment on one of his videos about how I had to wait until winter to deal with my brush piles because I wanted to burn them up, and the best time to burn up brush piles is in the winter because I don't need a burning permit and it's just safer and better to do in the winter. So because of that, this happened yesterday. So yes, the good folks up at Split Fire, they sent me down their latest wood chipper model, the 4090, the Split Fire 4090. They were kind enough to reach out to me, ask me if I wanted to use one of their latest models of their wood chippers to go through my brush piles and chip them up. And, basically all that was, the agreement is I use the chipper, I tell them how I like it, I show it on my channel here, and in a month or two they're gonna send for it to be picked up and take it back. But yeah, so I was like, sure, I would greatly appreciate that if you're willing to do that. So they sent one down, and here it is. Now I'm not gonna really go into like a full in-depth overview of how everything works and all that stuff. If you want more information, there'll be a link in the description. I'll also be putting up some of the information that they sent me. And then they have on their website, they have videos, and I think they have on their YouTube channel, they have videos showing more in-depth, features and information about this. But I will give you a quick overview. So basically, the one thing that that really sparked my interest with this was the compact design and the size of it. I mean, you can see here, I got little green machine out. She can pull that thing around. It can fit through, I think it's only like 32 inches wide, so it can fit through, garden gates. The infeed, the hopper chute here, I like that design being up off the ground and not where you feed the branches in horizontally. That's one thing that really caught my eye. The other thing is that it's built heavy duty. I mean, all this stuff, I think it's like 3/8 steel. It's got the attachable chute. That's an option right there. And for the most part, it's pretty low maintenance. I mean, you can take this chute off, you can detach it, you can get down there at the blades to change them out. There's 2 blades and they are reversible. It's got a Honda GXV 390 engine. Let me see if I can get that in there. So it's got a good engine on it. And like I said, it's got, you know, for me, feeding things in from the top like this, it's just something that, I don't know, I've always had this like hesitation about having a chipper that pulled the branches in horizontally, like with having either Amanda or Little Boss Man, if they were ever helping me, you know, just getting pulled into that. Where here, it's up off the ground. You can just, you know, throw the branches down in there, let gravity do the work. It feeds right into that chipper. So this thing is rated for like 4-inch diameter branches. It says right on here like the max 3.5-inch diameter, but I did watch their video online and they said that they put that warning on there because they know that everyone is always going to try to go a little bit bigger. So, you know, it's rated for 4-inch diameter, but generally around 3.5 inch is probably the best. So again, the compact size of this is what really interested me. And then, as crazy as it may sound, when I was younger, I had heard about a farming accident that had happened down somewhere near one of the farms where I grew up. And it involved, I think it was someone had either their jacket sleeve or something got caught up in the PTO shaft of the tractor that was running an attachment. And so like I always had a little, you know, another hesitation with a chipper was getting one that was PTO driven. Like, I don't know, I just have like this weird little thing that I just don't like the idea of like a PTO driven attachment for a chipper, where if you're moving around or you're walking around, there's always that chance with that PTO shaft spinning of possibly something happening. So that was another big factor when I saw this, was like, oh, you know, it's not PTO driven. I don't have to attach it to my tractor. I can, you know, move this around with a little lawnmower, park it somewhere. I can, you know, that frees up the tractor for what I'm going to do now is bring the trailer over here, park the trailer behind this. And I'm going to chip this brush into the trailer, and then we're going to haul it over and spread it out around the Little Boss Man's playhouse and swing set. So there's a lot of reasons why when I saw this model, it appealed to me. I was like, that is exactly what I would be looking for. The plan is I'm going to eat through this brush pile. I'm going to bring the trailer over, park it over here, and we're going to get things situated and just see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to running this and getting rid of this brush pile without having to burn it, and having a whole bunch of mulch to throw down and use over around the yard. All right, we're all in place. I got the trailer backed in here right next to this. I did unhook the mower just because I wanted a little more open room here. I want enough room to be able to pull stuff off that pile and have room to move around. The nice thing is, once I did unhook this, I was able to just lift this up and move it around by hand. So again, very compact design, very lightweight. I mean, it's heavy built, but it's not too heavy that you can't move it by hand. So I'm going to fire it up. Main thing is eye protection, hearing protection. They are a must. So yeah, let's give this Splitfire 4090 wood chipper its first run here on the Back 40 Firewood channel. All right, so after about 15 minutes of running, I've got the pile is almost about half gone. We got the little boss man here to inspect the chips. How do they look?
A bunch of chips.
There you go. That's about, those are the chips that are coming out of this thing. Got some pine needles. Some of those branches did have needles on them yet. But yeah, a little bit, you know, there's some bigger stuff in here. Now and then there's a piece, but for the most part, I mean, that is some nice looking mulch. Some good looking wood chips there.
Yeah.
Now the other nice thing with this chute is that it detaches. So if you wanted to, you could take this off and then you could just blow your chips right out on the ground. So like, let's say that I wanted to cover this area with wood chips. I could take that chute off and then just blow them out onto the ground and they'd already be, you know, spread out. You could do a little chipping, maybe just turn the machine a little bit, chip some more, turn it, chip some more. In fact, I might do that. I have some branches over there I'm gonna try maybe doing that with. Just spreading wood chips out on the ground right where you chip. The Split Fire 4090.
Yeah.
You can see there's that, they give you a little gauge right there to look at your branch before it goes in. Yeah, that's not where you want to be putting your hands. Down there's the blade. And again, those are reversible, so you can switch them around. Well, yeah, this thing is chipping through this brush pile like nothing. So I'm mostly through this brush pile. I do have a little bit over there and back there that I need to get to, but instead of trying to pull that all over here and dig it all out, because that stuff was on the bottom, so it's compacted down, I think what I need to do is come in here with the pallet forks and just kind of lift it up, break it up a little bit, and then push it over here where I can load it easier. But yeah, so far, the Split Fire 4090 wood chipper doing a good job. And this is we've got the trailer that full of chips. And I've only been, I think run time has maybe been 40 minutes maybe, give or take. So that brush pile almost gone. We've got the little boss man unloading, and we're over here, and we've already covered most of the area by his swing set here. So that stuff is, oh, it smells good, looks great, very nice. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Again, huge shout out and great thanks to Split Fire up there in Canada for setting this down. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the unit is manufactured in Canada, but it's made and assembled with all North American parts and materials. So again, greatly appreciate you guys sending that 4090 chipper down for me to test out. We're going to give it a go with a few more little projects we got going on, so stay tuned for those coming up. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.